Hey guys, just a quick heads up. I used to have two separate channels, one for the classics and one which was the Filmmaker breakdown channel, which you're watching right now. So I decided to combine two of these together because I feel like it just makes sense. It's all about music, you know, but I will divide and separate everything through two playlists. So for the classic songs, I will obviously react mostly to the music itself, and for the Filmmaker breakdown, I will look more to the visuals. So thank you for your understanding, and I'll see you in the next video. So last week, my homie Anthony Ray introduced me to System of a Down. And while I thought I didn't know the group, I obviously knew them because of their song, Toxicity. I heard bits and pieces of that song probably on the radio. But anyways, today we're going to listen to System of a Down, Aerials. Really curious about this one. From my recollection and my memory, I never heard this song, so we'll see. By the way, I'm Khan, I'm 29 years old. I'm a Belgian photographer and filmmaker on this journey of discovering these classic songs from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, whatever. Just some classics, bangers, because I'm quite uncultured in that regard, you know, and I need to get my shit together. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's go.
Eternal price. Oh.
I really like this song. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but there were a couple of lyrics that I really liked.
One in the river and one again after the fall. We hear the word, we lose ourselves, but we find it all. 'Cause we are the ones that wanna play.
And I really like these heavy riffs in the song. I really like that. And I really appreciate that this band is not as chaotic as Slipknot. For my personal taste, they're a bit too chaotic, but this is something that I can really listen to. This is something that I really like. So let's do a little bit of research. So it's from the album Toxicity. It's released as a single in 2002. It's alternative metal, progressive metal, art metal. So Aerials is widely interpreted as a reflection on human detachment, identity, and materialism. The Aerials metaphor refers to television antennas, a critique of how people lose individuality and perspective when consumed by mass media and conformity. It's actually quite crazy how relevant that topic already was back in the days, because right now, like, it's 2025 and this topic is more relevant than ever. You can basically compare yourself to other people with just one click on your phone. I mean, with other people on the other side of the world. You can compare your wealth, your happiness, your material possessions, and the fact that they're able to travel, and the fact that they're able to travel to wherever, and you might be jealous of that. So it's a very relevant topic. As I said, we're getting bombarded by ads here and there, buy this, buy that. And even though I did marketing in college, I fall victim for this a lot as well, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, especially from other photographers and filmmakers. And because of that, I always change camera brands. I want the newest lenses, the newest gear, because I think that's going to give me the same success as them. But truth to be told, it doesn't. It doesn't matter that you have all the newest and best gear, or that the other person on the other side of the world has a bigger house, has a better car. Honestly, the most important thing is if you're just content in your life and you have moments of happiness, because you obviously can't always be happy. So yeah, I really like this topic, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get that out of the song. And the lyrics, we are the ones that want to choose, always want to play but never want to lose. Point to the paradox of human greed and ego. And my wife will probably attest to this, but whenever we play a game and I lose, I always get kinda, like, not really mad, but kind of irritated, because I just always want to win. So this makes a lot of sense. And then the outro, when you lose small mind, you free your life. Suggests that freedom comes from letting go of ego and societal expectations. I like that one a lot, because some people have a very narrow vision in life, like they have some kind of belief and they aren't really open to any other suggestions or thoughts. And if you live like that, I think you're going through life very pessimistically and very, like, one directionally, if you know what I mean. So always live with a broad perspective in life. And I really like the music video as well. So this first location of this circus was very cool. I'm not really sure if this is real. It kind of looks fake. Not really sure. But this interior shot right here is very, very cool, because you have these blues with these whites, and then it contrasts very nicely with the colorful middle points with the yellows and the red. So sometimes I get distracted by the music videos, and then in the end, I'm not really sure what the song is about. I'm sorry, but that's just in my DNA, I guess. I'm a creative person, a photographer, filmmaker. So I'm a simple man. I just look at the images and I try to do my best to figure out the lyrics as well. So this one peaked at #1 on Billboard's mainstream rock and #1 on modern rock tracks charts. That makes a lot of sense because I really like this one as well. Nominated for Best Hard Rock Performance at the 2003 Grammy Awards. Makes a lot of sense. One of System of a Down's most iconic and atmospheric songs, often played live as a closer. And what I really like about this song is the fact that there's a balance between these quiet introspective parts and like these heavier riffs. And that for me is like the perfect rock song. That's what I really like about Linkin Park as well. And that's why I'm not the biggest, like not really fan, but why I wouldn't listen to Slipknot on a daily. Anyways, feel free to do any suggestions in the comments down below to which songs I should listen next, especially if they're similar to System of a Down's Aerials, because this was amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Khan out. Peace!